Ok, estamos acá con los Black Keys. Volamos hasta Nashville para entrevistarlos pues, por el lanzamiento de su nuevo álbum, Let's Rock. Aquí está Patrick, está Dan. Welcome to Marvin. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Yeah.
Good, thanks.
Thanks for having me on your studio.
Of course, yeah.
It's a really good place.
Thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk about a little about this new album. You're getting back before, and you have like a new album straight to the face of the fans, getting back to rock and roll, and you put it, let's rock. You don't have to do anything more. So how do you feel to get back to this sound and to be telling all your fans like, hey, come back, move your hips, put your fist on the air, and let's have a good time.
We had a good time making it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, and it was easy. I don't know. I think we talk about it now. It's like the older we get, the more we realize how surrounded by rock and roll music we were growing up in northeastern Ohio. It was just on the radio all the time. It was just in the air. There were lots of great rock bands from where we were from, and there were lots of great clubs too in Cleveland, where we would get to see young bands and old acts. And I saw Link Ray, and Pat saw Modest Mouse when they were first starting out, and it was just like, I don't know, we were just always surrounded by it. So I don't know, it felt really good to just strip down and play electric guitar and drums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's talk about couple therapy, because you were on the video of Go. How did you get to this idea, and how does it work to be like 5 years separated and then came back to the studio and then go to a therapy with some hippies?
Well, I think the director concept, he wrote the video and we thought it was really funny, because I guess the fact that we took a break and I guess it's assumed that there's a lot of drama, and there really wasn't. It's just really, we needed some time to do our own thing, because a band, if you let it, it can become all-consuming,
Yeah.
But yeah, the video was fun to make and ridiculous, and anything that's absurd. Dan, I think it's part It's part of the Ohio thing. It's like it's rock and roll, and it's absurd humor. They're like things that really happen a lot in Ohio.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to come to Nashville to make this album, and why did you decide to put the studio in here?
Well, I loved Nashville ever since I was a kid. I would come here and watch music on Lower Broad and at Station Inn, and as I got older, when I thought about leaving Akron, I just wanted to go someplace where I could play more music and meet more musicians, and this was the city for it.
Yeah.
So this was it.
With who else is in this album? Because you need like some backup and
some background singers.
Just a couple background singers and us. That's it.
Cool.
Yeah, Lisa and Ashley, who sing. They've sung on almost like our last 8 singles, but they're friends of ours. They live here in town.
Okay. So if you go back to that guys that released the first album, you get your DeLorean and get back in time. What advice could you say to that little guys that were starring the Black Keys?
Well, we've been asked this question a couple times today, and I'm starting to feel like the Lady Gaga. She said that thing. If there's 100 people in a room and whatever, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know.
No, but the reality is that the answer remains the same. It's just, I think, I'm really proud of the work that we've done and the things we've accomplished. And honestly, it's weird because having not played a show in like 3 or 4 years, there are days where I wake up and it's like, I think about some of the things that we've been able to do, and it's mind-blowing, truly mind-blowing. And I think that I would, if I could talk to us 15, 16, 17 years ago, I would, thank them for keeping up, doing all the hard work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it was thankless.
Because we're not going to do it now.
It was really difficult.
We
I mean, we really, back in the day, it was like there's a certain type of thing with us where it was like desperation, but there's also like there's no other option for us.
Yeah.
It was either make a music or do something we didn't like and make music. So it was like, let's just put everything into making this band our lives or whatever. So, that's what I would probably say, just a pat on the back.
El Aepicerus melampus, conocido también como antílope impala, es un mamífero de la familia Bovidae, distinguido por sus grandes saltos y porque está en constante búsqueda de música alejada del mainstream. El impala abrió un blog antes de que los blogs musicales fueran populares y se enorgullece de todos esos grupos que escuchó antes de que fueran famosos. Si alguien le pregunta por un disco que acaba de salir, siempre responde que lo escuchó hace meses y sus conversaciones terminan con no importa, no los conocerías. Y a pesar de su afán por lo moderno, cuando compra música lo hace en vinilo, porque nada nunca reemplazará su cálido abrazo. Marvin, para toda especie de fan musical.
What do you do on your free time, apart of music?
I watch a lot of baseball in the summertime.
Okay.
And
Which is your favorite team?
The Cleveland Indians.
Yeah.
And I watch football, and I play music and listen to music. Dan, he's here a lot.
I ride a motorcycle around town.
Yeah.
Okay.
I float in the pool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We both are heavy pool dudes because we grew up in Ohio and found ourselves, living the dream with a swimming pool. So you got to use it as much as you can.
Now that you were talking about the Cleveland team of baseball, I was remembering this movie of Charlie Sheen.
Right, Major League.
Major League.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies, and it's classic. Yeah. I love that movie.
Yeah.
He's been winning ever since.
Do you have like a song of another artist that could be like the soundtrack of the history of the Black Keys?
Song of another artist.
Yeah. Tricky question.
That's a hard
God,
one.
that's a bizarre one. One song to rule them all.
One song.
One song to explain the whole.
Explain it, or just the vibe, or
Yeah, just like the vibe, like something that.
It represents us as
Yeah.
a band. One song.
oh man.
Jeez, that's heavy. It's a crazy thing. That's
You know
a
what
crazy
song
idea.
comes to mind? I don't think lyrically, but this Plastic Factory by Captain Beefheart, or something off Safe Milk. I think just the energy in that album,
Yeah.
I think would be something that we've always been drawn to, whatever that is. It's weird, but it's classic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's absurd, but it's also heavy.
Yeah. So, well, everyone asks this, I suppose, like, what do you prefer, to go on festivals or go to small shows? But let's talk more about, like, what countries do you prefer to go? For the people, is like more crazy, like in Mexico, because we are like a little crazy on the shows, or places where they are like, oh yeah, we like the Black Keys, but they're not like in the same vibe of a rock and roll crazy.
So you're saying like Nijmegen?
Nijmegen. Mexico City's crazy. It's wild, just like a sea of people. So much fun. Eastern Europe. Where was the last show we played? It was in
Over there?
yeah.
We played some really good ones in over there. We played a show in Greece that was crazy. We played a show in Poland
Yeah.
that was nuts.
We played a show in Poland that was wild. It was like the most rock and roll audience ever.
It was crazy. But Mexico City stands out.
Just a whole field of juvenile delinquents. The whole field. Like thousands of them.
You know, there's a lot of great fans, a lot of great audiences to play. But it seems like it's very rare actually to go in front. It's the only place that there's a part of Germany and Holland where it's like a hot zone of really it's gonna freak you out because they don't clap after.
They just stare.
They don't clap.
It's like in Japan they don't clap after a song. They stand and wait at the end of the show, then they clap. But for the rest of the whole show, you're just like, oh my god.
I don't know if I'm doing the things okay.
Yeah.
It can really mess with your head.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like getting a rock and roll examination.
If you could like make a featuring with someone, dead or alive, someone that is like a personality and or a singer or a guitar player, what would it be to make a featuring?
We thought we've met him, but I think Billy Gibbons. We talked about how much we love him. You know.
Yeah, he's a badass.
Billy-
Early ZZ Top stuff
ZZ
is
Top.
fun to listen to.
Okay, I think.
We're friends with him, but we've never really done much.
No, we
Okay.
bought him some chili once, but we didn't see him eat it.
What do you? What do you ask on your catering for all the shows? What is something that they can't miss when you ask on catering? I don't know, a bottle of bourbon.
You know, the most important things really are bottles of water and towels.
Yeah.
It comes back to those. That's why it's the first thing you get when you're in a band, and it's still the most important thing. I also request 12 beers. My rider is literally it's 12 beers.
In
water,
case you spill the beers, you got the towels.
and the towels for the beer.
Yeah, I was talking with Alice Cooper like a few weeks ago,
Yeah.
and he was telling us like that at his age, he can do 5 shows in a week because he doesn't smoke and he doesn't drink. So the other guys that are like him, they can only make 2 shows.
Yeah.
Do you see like Alice Cooper making shows at his age? I don't know. It's like
We played a
80 or
show with
something.
him somewhere.
We've met him a few times. He's really nice.
Yeah, he was friends with Groucho Marx.
He's also
Friends with some crazy people.
he likes to golf. You know, he's getting all that fresh air.
He's a golfer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what keeps him young, I think.
he's ranked on the PA.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He used to play like a lot of pro and
Mhm.
go. But
Yeah, he's got it down. He's a pro.
Yeah, but did you see the Black Keys playing at his age, like
God.
at some time?
Playing golf?
Playing golf.
I know we're not going to be playing golf.
at,
Putt-putt
at,
golf.
at the stage.
Putt golf. We might throw a little bit of catch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Play a little catch, but that's about it.